Greetings and wholeness. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about eye health and enemas and the benefits of enemas for our overall health, but specifically our eyesight.
Yes, eye health. Something that we've definitely overlooked within our health journey in general. And we want to start off pretty much talking about just how the question of benefit, of enemas, and when you release that toxins in the waste, and how that directly correlates to having better eyesight simultaneously, sometimes even instantaneously.
What the colon does is hold on to a lot of pressure. A lot of people who deal with bloating, constipation, gas can tell you that, they carry a lot of pressure in their colon, their digestive system. So when the pressure is relieved by the colon, it also releases other organs' tension and overall our body's tension, right? Because we carry that tension within our bodies, our shoulders, right? And essentially our eyes. The organ that is correlated with the eyes are the liver through the liver-eye meridian. You can find out more with traditional Chinese medicine.
It's very funny as well, sorry to interrupt, just how people can often be put into a blind rage, and the liver is connected to anger. So a lot of times the anger is fueled from a toxic liver, an excess of anger. So when someone's in a blind rage, that directly correlates to having a weak liver and a very toxic liver, for anger issues, etc. And also this how that the whole blind rage thing, because again the liver connects also to the eyesight directly, because that's where all the toxins get filtered out through the body as well too. So clean out the liver will give you better eyesight.
So all the excess bile can be released once the colon does its job and releases the pressure and the waste, the toxins, the diseases, the parasites, all of the pressure that we hold on to, because it is also emotional. We are holding on to like how many pounds of waste in our colon.
On average, it is 10 to 25 pounds of feces, waste, fecal rock, stones within the colon alone.
Yes, and that is someone who is really skinny. And you're like, what? No, they're
fat
not.
On the inside.
Yes, their organs are inflamed.
Disproportion, stretched out from overeating, etc. You are flat, but inside you're fat. Your organs are stretched out, etc. Like that. Once you clean out your bowels to a certain level and threshold, the liver and kidneys and gallbladder can finally release their toxins too, and release that. So they're holding back.
Colon is inflamed, creating a pressure on those organs.
All organs are inflamed.
Yes. But the pressure specifically, because the colon is the last exit point of the immune system. So all of that pressure is being pressed onto other organs, right? Like above, below, adjacent. Sorry, see the anatomy of the rectum, right? It is adjacent, right? Your prostates, your vagina, your ovaries, your vagina, all that pressure being pushed onto the other organs, and all that waste is seeping into those organs that are supposed to bring out life and regeneration, right?
Yeah, keep the body healthy by getting the waste filtered out and toxins, out, but it's just staying in there. And then while staying in there, i.e. the liver in this case, behind that is a bunch of fecal tissue, fecal matter. Not tissue, solid matter, fecal solid matter. So the body has to prioritize taking out the fecal tissue first, fecal matter first. Then you can finally release that anger, via the liver, because anger is a very toxic trait, and liver holds all the toxins in the body. So that's kind of why someone can be very toxic
and over excess of toxins, because there's a balance. All of these emotions are for a reason, to move one and learn and more about oneself, what moves you, and figure out, why does this move me, and Why am I so affected by this? Why do I react this way? That is connected with the eyesight is the liver. And cleaning out the colon is what's going to relieve pressure from the body and other organs like the liver.
Yeah, it's prioritized. I need this out first so I can breathe better, aka solid fecal matter. And then I'll get out the toxins later, you know. But let me at least first breathe, aka a clear intestinal tract and colon. The body gets more air in the body, aka prana as well too.
Yes, to allow regeneration to happen. And that's pretty much degeneration, or slowing down aging, right? Is less prana, less chi, less ether in the body.
Our next piece too I want to say as well is just how, talking about the traditional Chinese face mapping, you'll see as well, where you see in someone's face a certain way. You can look at their face, and the eyes are connected to the tissues and muscles and nerves around here, and of course it goes to colon and the whole body, of course. It all connects, of course. And we'll see in certain people's postures, they might walk like this more, or their face is a bit more like kind of like just like tight here and tight there kind of more. And that literally is because our body is trying to squeeze out dookie out of their system.
Toxins, waste. Yeah.
It needs more help, via an enema, or of some sorts. And finally, when it does that, body has to, can finally stop holistically squeezing out toxins, through his arm, his leg, his knees, his toe, the nervous system, etc.
Anger.
So the whole body's tight because it's trying to release out the toxins in the fecal matter, which relates to the eyeballs, and the eyeballs need to be relaxed. A lot of our eyeballs are always constantly at a certain distant gaze strain. We're constantly looking at a cell phone or a book, whatever,
or a computer,
20 inches, away. Our eyesight aperture is fixated at that certain distance for a long period of time. So our eyesight muscles are constantly just strained at a certain distance only, and we don't practice enough distant gazing where we can reset our gaze, reset our aperture of our eyesight. By the way, aperture is when like in a camera, when you can try to zoom in or try to just fixate on a certain object so it's not fuzzy at a certain distance. So you may look at make a forward or backward to try to get a certain kind of aperture to make it clear and whatnot, and that fixed distance would kind of be in the aperture range, So a lot of times we need to just reset our aperture by looking at a distant gaze, 20 feet away, not 20 inches, look 200 feet away, and keep bridging that, and that will help break out the cramped eye syndrome, because side, far side, etc., because your eyes are constantly just cramped up. The eye muscle is cramped up at a certain fixed distance, and once you uncramp it and it's relaxed, because the eye's a body, so people's eyeballs are like this the whole time, just walk around this. Once
what
they relax,
once
they relax, they can finally see better, and see clear, and can actually use the aperture range of a longer or shorter distance. That's why sometimes I know some people that may even use cannabis sometimes, they have a better eyesight during that experience. The reason why is because their eyesight, their eyeballs are finally relaxed.
Their body, their nervous system.
The whole body, and what connects to eyesight, etc. is all finally relaxed. And for that certain amount of period of time, they can finally see more clear now for that time because of a relaxed state. Yeah.
And it's just incorporating rest and exercise, so movement and rest. And we don't do a lot of rest unless nice.
Nice. Ooh, good good.
Unless you rest, right? Unless you go to bed. That's the only time that we rest. But we do need to periodically, if we do look at the screens for a certain amount of time, to cover our eyes in darkness. And what is also interesting is that darkness is also correlated with rest, right? And the light is more movement, more pictures, more images. So our eyes need rest. It needs darkness. It needs to rest.
Yeah, it's not constantly be cramped up, trying to fix it at a certain gaze distance, aka the screen, or 20-inch, you do sewing or something like that, or you're, I don't know, do a puzzle or something, I don't know, trying to figure out like welding, some close range, engineering stuff, it's very close range,
surgery,
very meticulous, tiny parts, and you gotta just counteract that to do a yin-yang balance pretty much. But in a distance-wise, short distance, okay, do more long distance then. Look at the mountains, look at the skies, look at the trees, look at the birds, and you do that more, and boom. But
and I do have to say that it is correlated, like the dis-ease that our body is at, right? Because it's not at ease. Is correlated with our society. We're constantly busy, constantly like doing something, right? And so is our body. It's not at rest. It's not at ease. So is our eyes. And even when we go to sleep, like we're still not resting because our mind's still on.
Or not enough adequate darkness as well too.
And our minds, because in order to actually heal, like we have to not think. And I know not thinking is a lot for people, because it's like, oh God, the darkness might take me.
I gotta pay these bills,
Yeah, but it's like the constant thoughts that we're thinking, like we either identify with them, absorb them within our cells, right, and think that it's ours, but it's not, and like it's been programmed within us, or we're just constantly just thinking, right? And again, our body regenerates and heals through rest, and that means even resting the mind.
Again, adequate sleep if possible, to whatever that means to you. Maybe you can only get 6 hours or 4 hours.
Or 4 hours.
Get that 4 hours, or try and make time for that. Yeah, at least 3 times out of the the strong of the week, to get that, like, that threshold of sleep, because we need to enter that rapid eye movement phase within sleep, because our eyeballs are kind of reconfiguring itself, it's gonna update pretty much, so do what we gotta do to kind of just, feel loose and good,
and lubricated. Blinking also sends signals to the liver to lubricate the eyes as well. Yeah. So
much more, guys. So much more, but we'll do more videos about it too. And on our channel, we have more videos about eye, improvement techniques, methods as well too. And also, of course, Enema PDF as well.
And we do want to say thank you so much to the ancestors, to the Honorable Montachia
and Robert L. Lewansky for this book as well. Cosmic Vision book, yeah.
Yes, and just being open to receiving, because I know sometimes, like, what actually holds us back is ourselves, and, like, thinking that we are going to wear glasses for the rest of our lives, and we will never improve our eyes, like it's only getting worse. It's only gotten worse, right? But I think it's the lack of information, misinformation, and honestly, I will tell you that this is my opinion, I feel like eye doctors specifically are just like glasses pushers, like
we're not doctors, but eye doctors though.
yeah, this is coming from experience,
fellow practitioners.
Yes.
For better eye health.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear more, let us know in the comments.
They gotta hear more, this is part of a kind of a soul work, like we need more videos like this, for the conscious community, etc. The whole world needs more of this stuff. So
the whole world.
We're gonna keep pushing it out regardless, these videos, So
if you want it or not.
Yeah, so hopefully someone else will do the same, make videos better than our videos, etc.
Yes.
And all that jazz, and just improve the eyesight, because it all correlates, and some people need that gateway to better overall health. Some people need, to lose weight. Some of you need this or that, you know? So, yes.
And it is a holistic approach with cleansing, with, healing and regenerating the eyes. It is a holistic approach. And enemas is one of those included.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so check out our PDF, link in the bio. It is donation based. So all you have to do is just send us a little love donation, with your email, and it will be sent to your email as soon as possible.
More content coming soon. More videos again on eye exercises as well too.
And enemas. Yeah. More enema content.
And enema insight as well too. Play of that as well too. And just so wholeness, guys.